gathering, we will talk about our experience last night at the David Blaine show.
Yeah, how was that? Hey, Angus.
Pretty amazing, actually. So we were talking about it this morning on the Monsters and discussing the odds of meeting a guy like that face to face in a lifetime, much less a month and a half. And it turns out that's exactly what happened to Tori. I don't know if you heard, but last night we went to the David Blaine show. We were sitting dead center, probably about 20 rows out. Great seats. By the way, thank you guys. We appreciate it. And after he reads this statement from his lawyer about don't do this stuff, it's very dangerous, I'm a trained professional.
Hey, Trish.
He turns around, wads it up, and throws it back into the crowd. And then when he turns around, he asks the person, yes, here it is. He says, you turn around and then throw it back. It's caught by the person sitting to the right of Tori. David Blaine then looks at the guy and says, both the people on either side of you come up to the stage. And it happens to be Tori and another girl. So Tori...
I had my hooker heels on last night, too. I was so stressed out.
And I was just, she was working that ass. Really trying to get Blaine's attention. And I know it. I'm cool with it. Because if I was in that situation and I had that ass, I'd be moving it as well. Family show.
Family show.
So it's funny, you know that trick he did with Jimmy Fallon, where Questlove left the studio because he was tripping out about it. He sewed his mouth shut. Tori actually helped him do that. She tied the knot that sewed his mouth shut.
It was terrible.
On stage in front of 3,000 people last night. An amazing show. So thanks to the entire David Blaine organization for being so kind and extending our entire show. Jack, Deb, and Ross, tickets +1. And these were orchestra seats, guys. These were really good seats. So we really, really appreciate his benevolence. But man, if you get an opportunity to see that show wherever you are, where you're watching from, worth every nickel. You'll be entertained for 2 hours.
It was really good.
I won't give any of the tricks away, but he does some pretty amazing stuff. The sewing the mouth shut thing, I mean, it's probably middle of the pack compared to what he does later in the show, just to give you an idea of the severity of the program. And
Who are you talking about? For
David Blaine, if you're just tuning in. We went to see David Blaine last night, and Tori actually wound up on stage again. People are like texting me during the show going, oh, look how much pull you got. I'm like, and then I thought about it. I'm like, yep, that's how much pull I got.
Yeah, right.
It's complete.
It was a farce.
Complete coincidence, or actually his best trick of the entire night. I mean, out of 3,000 people, Tori gets up, and Tori seems to think that he recognized her, but of course she can't say anything because that kind of caused the legitimacy of the entire.
We met eyes.
Yeah.
It was a sweet moment.
Listen, it was not. You shouldn't say that. I'm your husband. Hey guys, welcome to Primetime Kitchen's How Tuesday. I'm Jim. There's my wife Tori.
Hey guys.
We're the Colberts. We're broadcasting from Orlando, Florida. If you guys are on Facebook and like the show, I really do appreciate it. Throughout the video tonight, as people come on, if you don't mind, like and share the video. That's how we get the word out about the show. We're trying to, of course, expand the program to make it bigger and better and give you guys more cool, fun stuff to eat. We want you to join us June 24th at Tapaturo. It's down on I-Drive right behind the Orlando Eye. That's our boozy brunch. It's a Sunday from 12 until 2, so there's no reason you can't make it. Plenty of parking. It's easy to find. The food is amazing. Chef Wendy Lopez voted one of the best in the city of Orlando, and she's super cool.
Wait. Beyond that, what are we going to win?
Oh, wait. I mean, I'm not done. Let me do my thing. Damn!
You're talking so much.
Paella, flamenco dancers, all you can drink, all you can eat for only $35, and if you don't drink, it's only $25. But you got to go online, Facebook, with the page you're on right now, click on events, and you'll see the click through so you can buy your tickets. We're halfway sold out, maybe actually a little bit more than half sold out.
Yeah.
So I would say get them because the 15th hits and payday hits, some fools are going to be buying them like crazy. So if you want in, and here's why you want in. Not only are we giving away a brand new Shun knife, thanks to the guys from Shun, we really appreciate it. Our connection with the guys over at Wassie's, unbelievable, by the way. The knives are amazing. We're going to use one tonight. But the Wassie's also came through again, and we are going to have a pink Yeti 30. I think it is a $300+ cooler from Yeti.
It's the pink one.
You're going to have a chance to win that day. We're going to do a bunch of cool games and prizes, tons of stuff from all of our sponsors. The guys over at Goldsmith Jewelry, Porky's Barbecue, Mike Oliver Homes, they love getting stuff to you guys who support the show, who support them. So thank you very much. Of course, Father's Day coming up. Make your trip to Goldsmith this week and get something cool. They have stuff in the case you can buy right now, up to pre-owned Rolexes. So they got you covered for Father's Day. That's Goldsmith Jewelry on Lee Road. All right.
It was the shoes, Austin. That's why he chose me. It was my my hooker shoes that I had on. My 5-inch stilettos.
They were going through the concrete.
They were. When I was walking through up the stairs. Cheers. When I was walking up the stairs, they poked through like the paper.
I know.
And I was like,
I know.
yeah.
I was like, you're going down. You can't make it through the stairs in regular shoes. You're definitely hitting the ground tonight. For all the BDMs out there, thanks for the support, guys. We do appreciate it very much. Dink to you. All right, tonight, Steak Diane. This is actually kind of an old school retro dish. I wanted to make it because, look, Father's Day is coming up. Of course, we want to celebrate Pops out there, so make him a really cool steak dish that's not your stereotypical steak on the grill. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Go over here to Petty's, go to Wassie's on the coast, get yourself a good cut of meat, season it up real nice, grill it up, Dad's going to be happy. This is just a different little twist and to show a little fancy time so that you can treat your dad really, really well. And this is a pretty easy dish and not that expensive. These are thin cut, basically New York strip steaks from Publix. These two, I think, cost me $13. You can find them on sale elsewhere, cheaper if you want, and you don't have to use New York strip. You can use filet if you want, but you can also use little sirloin cap steaks, which are really cool. They kind of look like fillets. They'll work perfectly for this. Really, any steak will. That's a loin steak where you can cook it and it's got some fat in there and get tender.
Jeremy said that beer's going to blow your shoes
Oh
off.
my God, it's 9.1%. And my shoes already loose. All right, so let's get started. So,
Stacy, it was close.
part of our dish tonight are going to be these little personal gratins, little potato dishes with a cheese sauce. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to make one of our little cheese sauces that we made before on the show. We're going to do it right here, and then we're going to make our potatoes. We want to get that in the oven first, guys, of course, because we need it to cook.
Okay.
And this is super easy. We're going to use a little butter, which I have right to go.
Peggy, you can buy an apron eventually.
Great answer. That is, let me tell you what, that's solid work. Solid work.
I did make this one. I've made a couple of other ones, so we're going to see. I do have a couple of people. Just email me. If you want an apron, email me at primetimekitchen@gmail.com, and I'll get to it.
And we'll figure it out.
I'll get to it. Okay, so what are we doing?
All right, we're going to make a little roux. And for you guys who haven't seen the episodes, if you want to go to PTKRadio.com, we have all the old shows back there. By the way, the chicken enchilada recipe from last week, which was a winner. God almighty. I think they were better the second day because the tortillas soaked up all the enchilada sauce, which we made in-house.
Whoa.
Well, my voice is, oh my God, in-house, and it was really good. I mean, they didn't last long. They were great.
So, don't we have a giveaway that's coming up that's like a gigantic giveaway?
We're going to do that now? Do we have enough peeps?
Well, yeah, we have enough peeps, but
Because I told everybody on the Monsters Day we had a gigantic announcement for a great prize. Okay. So, Primetime Kitchen has teamed up with Visit St. Pete Clearwater. Mm-hmm. By the way, which are awesome people. I mean, these Visit St. Pete guys, their whole goal is to have you come over and spend a weekend in St. Pete Clearwater, enjoy the great food and drink around there, and there's tons of it. So, we're going this weekend. We're going to stay in a room. We're going to go out and eat and drink. We're going to record the show. Faya's car is going to be with us next week. Heather's got some stuff to take care of with Art Smith, so he's going to come over and sit in with me. And we're going to go restaurant to restaurant all throughout St. Beach and Clearwater and record segments of the show. So next week's show is going to be really cool. Not that they're all not. But here's the cool thing. You get to do the same exact thing. Next week, we're going to announce exactly how you can be part of this. This is a $1,000 package, a room for two at one of their beautiful resorts.
Wyndham.
Huh?
Well,
they have a bunch of them.
Okay.
So they have access to all those resorts. We're staying at the Wyndham Grand. But you're also going to get a $500 Visa card to spend however you want. And that's all on Visit St. Pete Clearwater. Just go to @VSPC on Twitter, and you can find out all the cool stuff they're doing. But they're also really, really cool people, and we honestly cannot wait to go over this weekend. We think it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, so if there's anybody out in St. Pete area, we're coming at you.
Holler.
Yeah, we're coming.
Yeah, so next week, be sure, tune into the show. And we're gonna remember the thing we did with the macaroni? It's going to be something like that. You're going to email us, right? And then we're going to pick a winner, and we're going to tell you, we'll announce it on the show. Yeah. Who wins?
Everybody needs to make sure that they are registered at PTKRadio.com.
For sure.
If you are not, you need to.
Yeah, because that's the only way you can really get into the contest.
Peggy wants to know how you feel about Omaha Steaks.
They've created a really unique business that works for them.
Okay.
And we wish them the very best.
Throwing a flight from Kansas, Ryan said.
What?
Ryan, he lives in Kansas. He said throwing a flight from Kansas.
So, are they really watching this show on a plane? That's very cool.
No, babe.
I thought you said on a flight from Kansas.
They said throw in a flight from Kansas. Because they live in
Oh, I
Kansas.
see what you're saying. Got it. Well,
Oh
Kansas is a rock band. I'm a rocker. So I immediately think, carry on my wayward son.
Okay.
Come here, Troy. I want to show everybody what we're doing here.
Okay.
In other words, do your job.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those tonight?
It's going to be fire tonight.
Okay.
So this is our
Go
roux.
ahead and load up.
2 tablespoons of butter to about 2 tablespoons of flour. 1 to 1 pretty much works. What we're doing is we're making our little cheese sauce. Now, we've made this before on the show. This is a real simple thing. We're making a tiny little roux here. What we want to do is we just want to cook the raw out of this flour. In other words, if I were to make the sauce right now, you would certainly take this weird kind of raw, grainy, floury flavor that wouldn't be really, it wouldn't taste good. So we're going to cook this for about 3 or 4 minutes.
What are we cooking this on, temperature-wise?
Oh, this is just on medium.
Okay.
You know, you really just, here's the thing with roux. You've got to keep it moving because you don't want that to burn. Because once that flour burns, you're done. Throw it out. Don't even try to save it.
Okay.
You can't. That's going to be that weird, bitter taste. It'll permeate the entire sauce. It's done.
Scott wants to know how dark.
How dark to cook the roux?
Yeah.
I just make a little blonde roux. But Scott brings up a good point because there are a lot of different roux. The Cajuns like to cook that chocolate roux. They cook that flour literally until it looks like chocolate in there. That's to make those really deep gumbos, those beautiful dishes that they have, their stew dishes. We really don't want to do that. We're making a cheese sauce, so it's going to be light.
Okay.
We don't want it to be a real dark color. We just want to get it right to that point where we know we've got the raw cooked out, which is usually about 5 minutes, and then we're done.
Brad's wife is cooking vegan curry.
That sounds awesome. With what? Like tofu?
I
And
don't.
veggies?
He probably said, but it's going to.
Had Indian food today, and I'll tell you what, I'll give them a free plug because the food's good. Tamarind in Winter Park, if you haven't had it. It's actually in a strip center next to a Petco, and you never think in a million years you could eat food. I had lunch there with some clients. My man Glenn Clausman. What's up, Glenn? Car crash called Clausman. And it's delicious. And the great thing about Indian food is you can get tons of flavor, and according to what you eat, you don't have to have a lot of fat. I mean, they do a dish there called chicken tikka that's just basically like an Indian fajita-looking thing, really. It's a skillet with tandoori chicken. It's delicious.
Just veggies. She's just cooking curry with veggies.
Okay, cool. She can do that.
Yep.
All right, a little half and half
All right.
into our sauce.
You can smell it. It smells like a pancake.
Yeah. So, and what's going to happen here, Tori? I'm so glad we're doing this up close. Thank you for coming over. Once this starts boiling up, once it kind of gets up, you'll see it immediately start to thicken. And to be honest with you, this is not like your stereotypical cheese sauce where, like, if you're going to make a cheese sauce and ladle it over some vegetables, you actually want it to be a little thick. We want this sauce, and you can see it doing it right now, Tori. We want this sauce to be actually, look at that, how it thickens right up. Yeah. So that's what happened. And then basically we're making white gravy.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
This is our bechamel, which is one of the mother sauces. Oh, you're gonna really have fun cleaning that up for you. I got a lot of faith in you when it comes to that. I really do. I really have faith in you, baby.
You're such a slob. Like, I can't even stand it.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You can stand
Thanks,
it.
Mike.
You are standing it, and that's how it's gonna be. You're gonna stand it. That's
What type of cookware is this?
A mismatch of stuff from garage sales and.
No. I got this.
This is the emerald, the cast iron, little salt. Don't know a whole lot.
It's cast iron with ceramic over it.
Mm-hmm.
Missed what you're making. Joined cheese sauce, definitely light.
We're making steak Diane. And we're doing it for Father's Day, in celebration of Father's Day.
And cottage potatoes.
Well, yeah, just kind of cottage potatoes, kind of like a gratin potato, with some white cheddar cheese sauce, which is what we're making right now.
Oh my God, Malcolm. It's International House of Burgers now. How cheesy is that?
Cheesy, I get it. We talked about that today on the show. It's pretty
Well,
What
did
was-
you talk about Wendy's coming at them?
I was going to say, that's really the funny part.
Somebody tweeted at Wendy's and it said, Wendy's, are you worried about the International House of Burgers?
I thought you were the OG. How you going to let IHOP sell burgers on your block?
And then Wendy's comes back and says, we're not really concerned about anybody that thought pancakes were too hard.
It's good.
It's so funny.
All right, so this is some really good aged white cheddar. You don't have to buy like super expensive cheese. You really don't. You can get away with just like regular cheddar. You want it kind of sharp. And remember, when we build cheese sauces, especially sauces like this, we use a little Parmesan.
Okay.
Because Parm really does allow it to get that real nice sharp flavor
Nutty, right?
that you want in your sauces, your cheese sauces.
So about how much is this?
That's about a cup total of cheese.
Okay, so it's like 2/3 cheddar and then
Yeah.
a third parm. Okay.
Yeah. It's going to look a little crazy right now. We're going to just kind of keep working it.
Jesse loves cheese.
Like Missy Elliott.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Wow.
We only throw it back to the 90s here.
That is the 90s.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah, it is.
Can you work it? Are you working?
That's what I was singing as I was walking up to see my boyfriend on stage last night.
Okay, that's not very nice of you. I'm a good man to you. I deserve more than that.
How about Cube Velveeta? I prefer Asiago over Parm. Have you guys tried the sous vide? Work it, Heather said.
Okay. Let's see. Let's start with working it. Work it. No, okay.
Do it.
No,
Do
sous
the
vide.
white boy point.
Stop.
You pointing out all the hose.
Come and get it, hose. First come, first serve. All right. Taste that, Tori.
We have tasting spoons because I'm civilized.
Yeah, but we live here.
I know.
So that's crazy good, right?
Off the diet.
Tiny bit of thyme.
Okay. Yes, Nathan, it's that 9.1. The 9.1's getting them.
Oh, it's fire in my face is what it is, Nathan. We're gonna put a little fresh thyme in there. We love these. Steak loves herbs. A lot of people don't like, herbs. This is gonna be great. So that's done. Cheese sauce all done.
Wait, what did you just put in there?
That's thyme.
Oh, okay.
A little thyme. All right, let's cut our potatoes. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these little dishes and we're gonna make little bitty personal. This is just this little personal thing that you can do to kind of make it, I don't know,
Thanks, Mike.
kind of cool. I don't know. It's just they're different.
No, it's not fresh time. It was.
No, it's dry time.
It's grind time. Oh, it's grind time, baby. But we are growing some thyme and some basil. Have you guys seen these little things? My mom got it for me for Christmas. So this is curly parsley. This is Genovese basil. That's Thai basil, thyme, dill, and mint. And it works.
The last one kind of collapsed on us, but they tell you what, they were a really good company. They sent a brand new one right out, didn't they?
They did.
We had to send them a picture of the cord cut.
How can I get your recipes, Jim?
Go to PTKRadio.com. They're all up there right now, and they're all very accessible recipes. That if you just take a little bit of time while you're doing it, that you'll be fine. Some of them a little more complicated than others, but we try to keep it as simple and inexpensive as possible. This, of course, is a special dinner tonight because it's Father's Day.
It is. It's a Father's Day dinner.
Coming up this Sunday, so we're just stepping out a little bit. All right, now, this is one of the coolest things to have in your kitchen.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I want to watch this happen.
No, look, that was a perfect pour.
So there's like a mandolin.
Okay, go. Jesse said you peel potatoes like his dad. Oh, it's perfect, right?
1/8 of an inch.
Tater time. Hashtag tater time.
So you can be a hero and take your knife and spend a lot of time doing this, or you can buy one of these machines that even pros use, and it is basically you can dial up what size you want.
Hey, are you cooking on Father's Day?
No.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I never get told.
You never get told.
I never get told. I have a family that is indifferent about how they feel about me. I have a family that doesn't know if I am, well, let's face it, the father of most of our children.
Gary said Maria and he are on the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Willie White. Bye-bye fingertips.
Oh, I know. See, you have to be careful with these things. They do have these little things you can use at the very bottom. I just understand that when I cut these like this, I really am more concerned with getting a perfect thickness on my potato than I am using that.
Okay.
So, boom, here we go. So we have
that was super fast.
Perfectly cut 1/8 of an inch potatoes. Let's build these little buttons. This is how hard this is. I'm going to grease the bottom with my butter.
Okay.
A little bit. Use the stick. Get it in there.
Go to Blue Jacket on Father's Day, Nathan said.
Oh, that's right up the street from us.
Yeah.
Why do they have is there a vested interest in us going to Blue Jacket?
I don't know. It just said go to Blue Jacket.
Okay.
Maybe it's not Blue Jacket Girl. Maybe it's just Blue Jacket Park.
Oh, okay.
What's happening, Nathan? Use your safeguard on the mandolin.
You can.
Do we have one?
I don't know.
I think you threw that away.
Yeah. First thing I did, take it out of the box and throw the safe stuff away. All right. Truthfully, Tori, what we want to do
Yeah.
is I actually want to put a little bit of this sauce at the bottom of this.
Okay.
All right.
Then, truthfully, let's do it. Do you need a spoon?
I do, but I'm going to grab it.
All right.
Guys, we're making steak Diane tonight for Father's Day.
How cute are these? I got these at Target. They have little lids that just clip on, so you can just take it and stick it in the fridge.
You can already see, look at the cheese. Oh, a little bit of our cheese sauce. Just gonna layer our potatoes.
John, I will come play poker.
Oh, John, don't. You do not want her in your poker game, dude. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. So, now.
I think John's from Daytona.
Okay, cool.
So he's aware.
Is he? So, if you'll notice, a little bit at a time, I've been putting a little bit of cheese on. You don't have to put a bunch, because we're gonna pour it all over the top.
You're just layering it.
Just gonna layer it down.
Keep that separate. You gotta keep them separated.
All right.
Any recommendations for what? Ask that again. Something for the first time. He was asking for recommendations, but I'm not sure.
Like for a restaurant?
Maybe. St. Augustine.
Charter House. I think the Charter House or something. Columbia House.
Isn't Mango there?
Mango is there, but it's not a fancy restaurant. It's a killer beach. I mean, like they have these corn cakes that they top with stuff, and I'm telling you guys,
the corn cakes and their salsa is amazing. But if you're just looking for like a normal little lunch, they don't. They sell beer. They have a beer bar there, and I think maybe some wine. Let me get that while you're pouring it. Hey, Maria, we look forward to seeing you at Tapatoro as well. Yeah, Conch House is good.
Conch House is good.
Orange City, now Daytona.
Yeah.
Oh, he's at Orange City now, I think.
Oh, really?
Instead of Daytona. All right, let's go. Another one.
Hey, it's fine.
This one's mine. That's mine.
Are you going to be able to eat all that?
I know. Are you calling me fat?
Yeah, no. All right.
Hey, Kurt.
A little bit of our simple cheese sauce on the bottom. This is just a simple roux with half and half and white cheddar and Parmesan cheese. Salt and pepper. A layer of potatoes. A little bit. You guys take your time. It's Father's Day, man. No reason to get in a hurry. Pops is going to love this. These beautiful cheesy potatoes and this sauce you're going to love. We're going to do a little flambe tonight.
Joe Broncos is bad at poker.
Yeah, he's terrible. That's why he doesn't play anymore with us, because he's just so tired of getting donked out by Code Black, which he does all the time.
Brian's good. Brian's a good poker player.
Brian is not a good card player.
Stop.
All right.
Yeah, St. Augustine is awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I got to tell you, we are really excited about our trip to St. Pete, Clearwater this weekend to go out there and really turn it up. But we're dying to come back and tell you about what great experiences we had, so we can like get on this trip that we want to give you guys.
Well,
we can't wait.
We will totally take recommendations too. I mean, we don't know what is delicious in the hood.
Haven't been over there in a while.
We have not. So, Mango in St. Augustine. Yes, Kurt, I love it.
It is very good.
I'm going to eat that cheese.
I'm going to eat that cheese.
Is that a song?
I'm going to eat that cheese.
Whoa, what is...
Eat that. I don't know what I'm doing. What happened? I think I freaked out a little bit. Did I freak out a little bit? I think I freaked out a little bit, right? All right. So, to put on top.
Yeah. As if we need any more cheese on
You
top
shut
of
your mouth! A little bit of our white cheddar. A little bit of our parm. Toss it together. Put it on top. Look, this is not... Listen. It's Father's Day, guys. Okay. Listen, we gotta watch our weight sometimes, but you have to celebrate in life. You can't do life, you gotta celebrate, baby.
Yeah, the alcohol is kicking in, Jess.
I've had 2 sips.
I don't know, buddy. I think you're a little delusional, too, from your illness.
All right.
Jimmy's sick.
I don't know if I am or not.
You don't? You came home and said that you were.
All right, so into a 400-degree oven.
How long?
I don't know. The entire time it's going to take to make everything else.
Okay, let's go.
So, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes or whatever. 30 minutes. So, we also want to get, Tori... Oh, please don't fall.
That 9% is getting to him, Mike.
It's not.
It is. He's a little weak today.
Okay, so when we go to make our steak, I want to show you something. So you see that?
That bechamel?
This is not bechamel. This is like what they call it. This is not a demi. But back in the day on the show, if you go back and look, we made a poor man's demi-glace. Demi-glace is when you take and you make beef stock or veal stock and you cook it all the way down until it turns into like a meat syrup. So that is 1 quart of beef stock. Just put it in the pan and let it boil. So we're going to reduce 1 quart down to about a cup. And that's the basis of what our sauce is going to be, our steak Diane sauce. It's going to have Worcestershire, it's going to have brandy, mustard, shallot, and garlic. All the stuff, you're going to have Worcestershire. Shallots are cheap. Garlic, of course, is a dime a dozen. Mustard you have. So let's get these carrots going real quick, though.
What are we doing with the carrots?
We're going to butter braise these carrots.
I have misplaced my wine glass.
Oh, that's...
There it is.
Or it's behind you. So, I would rather have gotten that little pack of steamer baby carrots with the stems on them from Publix. They would have looked better on the plate. But whatever you do, because you got to remember our steak is going to be kind of bland. The potatoes are going to be sitting off to the side, and they're kind of a bland. So get something to kind of pop your plate up, make it look nice. Carrots are always good. Greens are good too, but again, you're still stuck with that just kind of green. Well, you know, it doesn't really pop on the plate. We love these tricolor carrots, and all we're going to do is butter braise them, which means we're going to saute them in butter and herbs. We're just going to let them cook. Then we're going to end up, we're going to hit them with a little lemon juice. On the plate we go. All right? Now, this is going to be a little shocking, but you got to remember, most of this butter is not going to be part of this recipe.
They said buy low salt if you're going to be reducing.
Yeah, you want to buy, well, if you buy good stock and you're not making it your own, if you buy good stock, like organic stock, it is kind of built that way because it will get salty. Like this stock here is perfect. It's just real rich.
They said that your mouth seems a little dry, and they wanted to know if you got a card.
A card? I don't get that reference.
You don't? You are missing everything tonight.
Why don't you tell me what I'm missing?
Do you smoke the weed?
No. Why would you ask me that?
That's the card.
Oh, the card. No, I don't have a
Your
card.
mouth seems dry.
My God almighty, man. I'm on death's door. Look at this. This tells the story.
Jeremy said to stop licking your fingers. It's gross.
I don't have those. It's my house. I can do whatever I want. If I want to just the entire show, that's what I'll do.
They also said maybe a touch of honey.
For where? Carrots?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that. We've done it before. We do those honey roasted carrots.
I prefer it that way.
Yeah,
Actually,
I know.
Do you want the honey? I'll get the honey.
No, I'm not doing it.
Because
I don't want them sweet. I don't want it because the sauce is too much. We want it savory.
Because the sauce is too rich.
Well, the sauce is too rich. We don't want it that way. We want the carrots to have just a nice. If you put the sweet in it, it'll actually kind of act with the.
Can somebody delete Mystique Williams?
I don't know who that is.
Neither do I.
Can't get over this cheese sauce though.
They use the hard R.
Who says that?
Mystique Williams does.
She just said that on our show?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Doesn't matter.
We don't roll like that. All right. So we got a good little bit of butter in here. Just gonna put that in there because that's where it's gonna go anyway. And Tori, I'll show you what we're gonna do here.
Oh,
Ready?
maybe she's trying to tell you something. Oh, I am trying to tell you something if I want a little touch of honey, baby.
Oh, really?
I don't know, I guess so.
Well, let's shut this show down and get going. I'd much rather do that than that.
No, you would?
All right, a little salt. I'm actually having a good time tonight. I don't know why. Because I feel like I'm going to die. A little salt, because we use unsalted butter. All right, you'll look. We have like a pool of butter. We're just going to bring that out.
Thanks, Scott.
And let these just kind of, they're going to do that. And we're going to cover them up a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to use our...
Charita said to lick your fingers more, Jim.
I'm going to lick my fingers. So we're going to use our lid that we use more than anything here on the show.
Well, you throw away all of the lids that come with the
I don't. Why do you accuse me of stuff on the
with
show?
the sets. Yeah.
You always try to make me look like a bad
Jimmy,
person.
I bought these sets. All came with
Do you
a
see
lid.
this? We're watching the staircase. We have staircases. Figure it out.
Hey, Jeremy.
You guys watching the staircase?
Oh man.
All right, now we're on to the Jinx.
Yeah, we are on the Jinx. We watched the end of the staircase. If you watch the last episode of the staircase, you can just FF and go all the way to the last and just listen to what the judge has to say. All right, you're adding time.
A little bit of time.
Do you have a little time on your hands?
Can
Or
I tell
do you have too much time on your hands?
Can I?
It could go either way.
No, we can't because I refuse both ways. I refuse both ways. Okay. So.
They're
Yeah.
ready for you to get to the steak because damn.
What's that? Oh, they are? Mm-hmm. So, real quick about the steak. Let's talk about the steak for a second because we got a couple minutes. This steak goes pretty quickly, okay?
Okay.
If you don't mind, could you stop fingering my sauce?
Okay.
Hey, be sure to listen to the Jim Colbert Show Friday, 3 to 7. And if you're having a good time tonight, you think this is a fun show, please like and share it. That really helps us out a lot, and we appreciate it. If you haven't heard about our gig coming up June 24th at Tapaturo, it's behind the Orlando Eye. $35, all you can drink, all you can eat. Now, we have a limited access. I think we're selling 100 tickets. We already have 65 or so of those sold. And the gig's not for another 2 weeks. So if you want to go. You're on our Facebook page right now. After the show's over, go to events, click on that. You can actually buy your tickets right there. You don't have to have the all-you-can-drink package. It's only $25 if you don't want that. And remember, we have some cool gifts. Thanks to our head sponsor, Wassie's Meats in Melbourne. We have a Yeti 30. That's a 300 and pink, by the way. Like a $330 cooler. We also have a really nice Shun knife. I think that's about a $100 value. And that's just where we're starting. You know, Mike Oliver showed up last time with Mike Oliver Homes and gave us something really nice to give away. Porky's and Goldsmith are all coming through for stuff.
Thanks,
and plus
Mike.
We'll have stuff from the station and Primetime Kitchen as well. So we got a ton of prizes and a lot of fun. We hope to see you guys June 24th at Tapaturo for our first boozy brunch.
Rodney, I don't want to cook, buddy. I don't.
Okay, is that Rodney?
Nope.
All right. So we are drinking this resin. This is a brewery out of I think they have one in New York and one in Tennessee, Memphis. This is a 9.1 IPA. And basically what it tastes a little like High Life, but it's actually, it does a little furrier, not the horse, but you get it. All right.
No, that's furrier.
Furrier? Is that what it is?
Yes, it's not furrier.
Butter braising. Oh, God, those are going to be, look how they're cracking like that. They're going to look great.
Is there a difference?
Smell.
Oh, yeah, I smell it.
It's crazy.
It's the time. Father time.
That was clever. Okay, steak.
You'll blow your teeth off.
Let's talk about this. Don't say teeth. Every time I say teeth, I feel myself like milking a small goat. Supple, my boy. So, the steak you use for this dish is how you want to do it. You want to turn this up into some nice fillets, it'll go well with it. These are basically kind of thinner cut New York strips, because you got to remember, we're just searing these steaks really quick to get some color, and we're going to finish them in the sauce on the stovetop, kind of simmer them or whatever. So you don't have to have a big, thick cut of steak. What I suggest if you do that is sear them off, finish them in the oven like we do in our earlier episodes here at PTKRadio.com, and then just make your sauce and ladle it over the steak. This kind of steak is good to put right in the sauce. And then we're going to cut it up in cubes.
It's not going to overcook it?
No, it's not. Because we're just, seriously, Tori, we are just getting the crust and that's it. It's going to be raw inside, basically.
Okay.
Just after a searing. I mean, if I cut it right open, it would look like it's not been cut at all.
I'm trying really hard not to say okay, so...
Oh, it's okay. So we have these thin cut New York strips. This is Publix. If you get these on sale, you can really get a good deal. I think I paid $13 for these. They're probably about 8 ounces a piece. That's plenty. That's a lot of meat. But you can go to your butcher shop and get this. You can also do sirloin if you want. Okay. You can do ribeye if you want. Get the idea? It pretty much works with any kind of steak. So we want to just season this simply because our sauce is going to be pretty pungent. Not pungent, but it's a nice, full flavored sauce. So we want to do just a nice little dusting of salt. Now normally, guys, you know what I say, beef loves salt.
Salt the beef.
Beef loves it, but what we're going to do is we want to make sure that we have just enough seasoning so that you know the steak's been seasoned, but not so much that it oversalts our sauce, okay? A little bit of black pepper. If you don't have a pepper grinder at your house and you're using, this is literally, I think, one of the very first things you can do to really, you have to have a pepper grinder, guys.
Why?
Because fresh cracked pepper just has that flavor you're looking for. It's just like when I grate cheese, I never buy pre-grated cheese.
Yeah.
Just simply because when you grate it, it tastes better. It really does.
Well, because they put that powder or whatever on it.
To keep it from sticking together, and it does affect the flavor to me. It may, maybe just psychosomatic. Is it psychosomatic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Psychosomatic.
But I doubt it. So just a simple pepper and salt. Now, we have our cast iron skillet. How do we feel about cast iron skillets, Tori?
Yes, Mike, that cheese does go well with the wine.
I'll ask you one more time, and I expect an answer immediately. How do we feel about cast iron skillets?
Do you want me to not speak for the rest of the time on this?
Tori?
Because I will shut up right now if you talk to me like that again.
All these years, that's all it's taken? Oh, I wish I had found that out a long time ago. All right, so we're going to just let that warm up real quick. We're going to go ahead and dice up our shallot and our garlic. Shallot.
What does shallot taste like?
Shallot is a beautiful mix of...
Fresh cracked pepper is my reaper name. Oh, maybe that was rapper name.
Oh. Well, let's hope it's your rapper name. Because you don't go up there like, yo, man, I rape under this name. And that's it.
Okay, that's not funny. You know, today is the 2-year anniversary of Pulse.
It is. Not anniversary.
Well...
It's a 2-year mark. I agree with that.
Memorial?
Yeah, memorial. You know, that anniversary is a weird word to use for that event.
Well, okay.
Tori, I don't remember where we were.
We were...
I'll just set that there.
Yeah, we were at the campgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
It was very scary because our kids all go out and they all go to clubs, and you know, we have no idea what clubs they go to or whatever, and it was terrifying to wake up to the news that all these people had passed away. It was terrifying.
You know, so I don't know, Tori. I mean, not to get all serious, but I guess I need to. It's an interesting dynamic with the way that we roll politically, because I think there's some common misconceptions about being a conservative that I think are worthy of addressing, specifically with us. Okay, so you know, with the guys over in Tom and Dan and all the guys who are on the show, we're like, oh yeah, you're the eagle and the big conservative, this and the other. So I'm a fiscal conservative. I fully believe that when America's working, jobs are there, people can earn money, support themselves, confidence goes up, they're better people, and they're happier. Therefore, crime, a lot of other bad stuff that happens, I think reduces. That's just my personal opinion. So when it comes to what you do in your bedroom, so I'm not one of those Bible-thumping conservatives. I'm a moderate. You know, I don't really care who you have sex with. I don't care who you love, as long as you love somebody and love them good. I don't really care about all that. That doesn't factor in my life.
Love is love.
I don't look at race. Like, I don't have that thing where I feel like I'm better than anybody. I've never had that my entire life. Like, I don't feel like I'm better than anybody because I'm white. I just never felt like that at all, ever in my life.
Or straight, or male,
right.
Or, it can go on and on and on.
When the Pulse thing happened, you know, I looked at that, like, you know, that's, you know, you're attacking Orlando because the gay community is a fiber of the city, part of the fiber of the city.
Absolutely.
You know, whether you like it or not, it is. You know, us being in the entertainment industry, we've been a part of and around the leaders of the gay community for a very long time. So, you know, we, of course, our wishes and well wishes go out to the families and the descendants of the people who lost their lives that night at Pulse.
Terrible.
Because there's just not a whole lot you can say to make that any more or less relevant. It just, you know, it's just genuinely one of America's worst events.
Okay, we'll stop the booze
That's
when
it.
we're ready.
Let's cook some steak.
Now the booze are stopped. Calm down, buddy.
All right.
Okay, go.
So we're going to heat our...
So we have a little bit of olive oil in this, and we have about a half a stick of butter. Is that what I saw?
Yeah, a couple tablespoons. So
Okay.
butter. You want butter and olive oil because we do want it to. We want it to get the butter to use to get the nice crispy brown crust. The olive oil raises its burn or smoke point. So in other words, it allows me to get that butter a little hotter without it breaking and turning brown and bitter. Because you got to remember, I'm cooking my sauce in this.
So have we used an entire pound of butter yet?
No. That's just one stick. All night, one stick.
Okay.
And that's making the roux and cooking our steaks.
Okay.
That's it. I promise. All right, let's get our steaks on. Now, I'm supposed to do this under super high heat, but Tori hates it when I smoke the house up, so we're not going to do that.
Well, the fire department did come last time. You guys probably aren't going to be able to hear us very well.
Why?
Because of the sizzle.
But they like that.
They like the sizzle?
They like the sizzle.
Yeah, like the sizzle, man.
Angus said E.
E-H-E-E.
E is like butter.
Yeah, I know.
Look what I'm not doing, guys.
That just popped.
That's all right. What am I not doing?
Rue and moo.
What am I not doing right now? What am I not doing?
Well, you're not being quiet. That's what I know.
Good night, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, next week. All right. I'm not touching these steaks.
Okay.
So I know people see in TV they're ladling it. We're looking to get a brown, crispy crust on this steak, and that's it. We don't want to move them or shake them. Put them in the pan and leave them alone. The only thing you want to do, grab that corner.
See if it's ready?
Check that. Now sometimes what I will do is I'll shake to make sure I have butter under my steak, because that's what's going to give me that nice color, and that's it.
They said you're not washing your hands. That's what you're not doing.
They're obsessed with that. That's so funny.
Oh, I saw somebody that like came at because somebody that was cooking chicken, like I don't know, in the middle of like India or whatever.
All right.
And they were pissed off because of cross contamination, hand
Oh.
washing. And somebody said, you know, they take showers and.
Tori? How you doing? Yeah. Let's go ahead and leave that right there. Oh, see, that's what you get. That's God telling you to chill out on people from India.
I saw somebody get into a food throwing fight in India the other day.
Now, so you were there on business, I assume?
Yeah.
Look at that nice crisp crust we have. That's good, because remember, these are super thin steaks. They're going to cook pretty quick. And watch out for your cast iron, because that ish gets hot.
Well, it's popping all over the damn place.
Oh, it's popping in this house all the time.
Do a pop-a-lot. Can you do
Man.
pop-a-lot?
Oh. Ah, look at that.
Those look really
Wait till we get those out and you can see them. This is going to wind up, timing-wise, this is going to be perfect. I'm so happy.
Yeah, me too.
I'm super happy right now, Tori. Like, I'm elated.
I can tell. Jimmy bathes in Lake Baldwin. Don't touch the meat. And Lou thinks it's funny.
Who's Luke? Lou Booten?
Lou Booten.
All right. So while that's finishing up, we're going to cut our mushrooms. Going to cut these in slices.
Only turn the steak once.
Huh?
Only turn the steak once.
Yep.
I feel like you're hitting that word as hard as you can.
You are such a pain in all of my ass. All of it. Not half my ass, you're a pain in all of my ass. All right, let's do this. All right, steak's off. Boom.
Peggy, it's good, girl.
Shallot.
Do we want to turn this
Nope.
down?
Nope.
Jimmy,
Shallot.
what cut is your favorite? Yes, LJ mushrooms.
Bone-in ribeye.
Okay.
It's my favorite cut of meat. Smell that. Seriously, smell it.
I do, I smell it. Somebody said that they are a chef, and he was talking about cross-contamination.
Oh, no, I understand. Never happened to me, so we don't really pay a lot of attention to it because we know what we're doing in school. But I appreciate their heads up. Okay, 20 seconds. Not much on this, okay? Seriously, we're basically just kind of getting that garlic to open up. We don't want to burn it. Mushrooms.
Yeah, because it's turning really fast, right?
Yeah, super hot pan. We want to keep it moving. We don't want it to get bitter. And we turn this down and let these mushrooms, we're using the same pan we just cooked our steak in, so we get all those little bits of fat from the steak.
Oh my god, it smells so good.
Wait till I start hitting it with the stuff.
Hit it, baby.
Oh, we're about to light this up.
Light it up.
We're about to light it up.
Like fire, light it up.
We're about to light it up.
Lost me at mushrooms. Given options of mushrooms, raw tomatoes.
No option for mushrooms. Just don't put them in there. Don't have to have them. You know, this is you just simply don't have to have them.
Thanks, Celia.
All right, it's just really that simple.
Guys, we would appreciate it if you would share the video.
Yeah, please like and share the video, guys. That's how we get the word out. That's how we keep the show kind of going. And we really, really do appreciate that for sure.
Guys, I'm going to invent smell-o-vision for sure.
Butter braised multicolored carrots, super easy. And they're basically done. So we're gonna go ahead and turn those off. Put them on. They'll stay nice and warm.
Okay.
So with mushrooms, cooking mushrooms is interesting because there's a lot of people that like, well, I like to cook them so they're wilty, and the water starts coming out. That's kind of where I like them as well, but I actually like them a little shy of that.
Mushrooms?
Yeah. I like my mushrooms firm. So I only cook. What's funny about that? Just no. I'm not doing anything else until you tell me what's funny about me saying I like my mushrooms firm.
You were so committed, and you were like firm. Are you gonna put the
Can we tell this?
reduction in
You
there?
stop. Can we ask this audience if our relationship is abusive, primarily from you to me? Can we ask that? Could you guys please comment on that? Do you think that Tori is abusive to me? You know what? I'm hiring a lawyer. I'm going to find out. We're getting to the bottom of it.
You should hire a lawyer.
All right, mushrooms. Okay, we're going to put our... Do we get our temperature back up? You gotta remember, this cast iron, it takes about 5 seconds for the temperature to go through the roof. Let's check our potatoes for you.
Everybody's laughing at you, and Robert, you're kicked off.
Okay, stop. Wait till you see this.
If those walls could talk.
Oh yeah. They'd scream. They really wouldn't talk. They would just scream.
All of you guys are kicked off. Everybody is saying yes,
Oh,
you're kicked off.
oh, me. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. How cute are those?
Okay, watch out. So what you see here, don't back into this plate, in this baby, for real.
I won't.
Because you'll hurt yourself bad. I got it. It's fine. I just don't want you to get any of that. It's going to hurt you. And here we go. Let's build this.
Man, oh
Let's
man.
build this sauce because our potatoes are done.
I only care about this.
Right. So we have this beautiful cheese top, and don't get it a lot darker than that because that way, because here's the thing with this cheese, it's a good crust, but you want to be able to get your fork through it. You don't want to let those cool for minimum 15 minutes. Like, they're gonna be super hot, which is perfect because this is gonna be great. Let's get our brandy going, so we can start a fire here. What do you say?
Oh my god, I'm so nervous about this.
This little brandy, if you don't have brandy, and a lot of people don't drink brandy, this will be good just to have. This was $5 or $6 at Publix. And you could probably get one of the little airline bottles and it'll work. We're only going to use about a quarter cup of this.
They said that I'm going to star in season 2 of Under the Stairs.
Brandy. Quarter cup. This is going to be terrifying. I don't know if I should do this.
I feel like maybe, let me pull this
Ready?
back.
But I can put it out, right?
Oh my god.
Yep, I should put it out. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna burn right off. Can I tell you? That's the first time I've ever done that. That was terrifying. So, that's brandy.
Why do you do this?
Because it's fun. That's what we do the show for. We set ash on fire.
Oh my god.
All right. So we have our brandy is out. We burned off a lot of the alcohol there. Let's put in some more stuff. Cream. Oh, come on. Cream.
Damn it, Jimmy.
I know, Tori. Damn!
Blow it.
Here, hold on. It's gonna. Oh, there we go. We're good.
See?
Never.
It's gonna come on again.
No, it's not. Here we go.
Okay.
Where's that? It's a real show. We do real stuff. All right, cream in. We're gonna reduce this a little bit.
You guys, please share this video.
Yeah, especially, this is it. Look, we're 2 for 2 on that, man. We know how to make that go off. All right, mustard.
The last time you did this, we were cooking steaks as well.
Mustard, about 2 teaspoons. Nothing crazy. All right.
Everybody's laughing.
Can I tell you something? That was terrifying. When that fire went crazy, I was like, oh, I didn't expect it to do that. I don't even know that.
Like, yeah, I should put it out.
That was a little scary. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I freaked out a little bit there. Are people laughing?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Come on, babe. Of course they are.
All right. And last but not least.
Oh, your count's 159.
Last but not least, our demi.
Are you going to tell everybody how to make that in the
Yeah, sure am.
recipe? Okay.
So basically what I just added is beef stock that has been reduced. So basically you go in your Publix, your grocery store, whatever, and you buy a quart of organic beef stock. Buy good beef stock. And somebody said earlier, which I agree with, if you buy good stock, it's probably you're not going to have that problem a lot. But if you buy good organic beef stock, it'll pretty much do what it's going to do without the salt. So you don't have to worry about it. So we're going to let that come up and saute, and basically that's done. We're going to hit it with some fresh parsley in just a few minutes before we get done.
Do you want people to ask you questions?
Yeah, they can ask me questions. We want to just let the steak simmer real quick and get it up to temperature. This sauce.
How can we make it without having our insurance company, there being an insurance problem?
I feel
Attacked?
that feels like a shot. Like that feels like somebody being.
Why are you breathing so hard?
Because I thought I was going to burn my house down. Is that fair to say? That I thought my house was going to burn down. Like I thought my house was going to burn down on the ground. I was going to put it out with this cookie sheet. Because that's what I did.
If you would have started slapping that fire with a cookie sheet,
Don't worry, I wasn't going to slap it. I was just going to cover it
I don't
up.
think I would be able to hold the camera.
Just pee.
I have a weak bladder.
I know. So while that's simmering real quick, let's talk about what we have coming up and stuff. By the way, guys, thanks for watching the show. We really do appreciate it. Like and share the video if you could. We really, honestly, it's how you can help us the most if you feel like that at all. Tonight we're making steak Diane. And steak Diane's like an old school dish. It's been around since like the 50s. It was a big deal for a long time. Everybody has their version on it. So you go online, Emerald's got one, Bobby Flay's got one, Gordon Ramsay has one. And basically it's just seared beef with this sauce made of Worcestershire, which we need to put in here. We didn't do that.
How much is this?
Just a couple. Let's go. Worcestershire, you gotta be careful. I don't like using a lot of it. So it's like a teaspoon.
It's super salty.
Yeah, well, it's also it's also one of those things that
We do need a window fan, Doug.
that can take the sauce over or take a dish over pretty quick.
Peggy said this is the funniest thing she's ever seen in a long time.
Well, thanks, Becky. I appreciate that very much. I think. Where's my
Hey, Ron.
Keep
So
it.
Jimmy has, yes.
What?
Nothing.
What?
They're just talking about you.
What are they saying though? Because
What are you looking for, babe?
that my long plate. I don't know where it is though. Because I think you stored it.
No,
somewhere.
it's right here.
No, that's a thin line long plate.
Oh. I think you broke it.
I don't think I did. I think it's somewhere in the house. I just don't know where. I think we put it somewhere right.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. You know what? Let's do it on this one. We'll do it on this one. That's it. We'll plate that up and do something nice. All right, guys, like and share the video, please. Appreciate it. Also, if you didn't hear us earlier, we're having a big get together in a couple weeks at Tapaturo down on I Drive. Awesome restaurant, locally owned. The same people who brought you Taverna Opa, which is also a lot of fun. For only $35, all you can drink, mimosas, and all you can eat food. Paella, chicken and waffles, cool brunch food. We're calling it our boozy brunch. Tons of prizes to give away from our sponsors, including a Yeti Pink Yeti 30.
Get it for your old lady. Or for yourself.
And we have a shoe knife. We're
We do
calling
have a
that
shoe
good.
knife. And I'm making aprons.
And you're making aprons.
I am. We'll have some PTK giveaways.
Yes,
Are we almost there?
We're done.
Perfect.
So what we want to do is, I tell you though, I want to kind of make this, I want to plate this a little different tonight.
LJ wants to take your blood pressure.
Why is that?
Because he thinks it's unreasonably high.
It probably is. What you tell I got to mind his own damn business? Is that cool?
How are we cutting this?
Well, so we get it in that. We get in those habits of doing things a certain way. Now this should, I'm not going to rest.
You're going to burn your finger crazy.
I'm not. I want to taste this sauce. I didn't even taste it. God, it looks so good. I can't imagine it could be bad. I was right. Look good. So I'm gonna turn that fan up a little bit. Make it look a little
Fire
cleaner.
Marshal Jimmy.
God, I hope they don't show up. I can hear them knocking already.
Does Jimmy own a tongue?
A tongue?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Probably you burn it off.
Oh no.
Here's the carrots. The carrots are gonna just look pretty on the thing. I'm fixing a straight up seal one.
So let's plate this together. What do you say?
We're not gonna do a Tory selfie tonight because I just went on a 3.5 mile jog walk. And I almost died. In Baldwin Park. I love how Tori starts to read my comments.
So we have our butter braised carrots on this plate. All right. We have our steak Diane sauce, which is in the heaviest pan we have in the entire house. With some mushrooms.
You sound like Macho Man struggling to breathe.
Baby, I am telling you, I almost just burned our house to the ground.
Hey guys, also if you would like to see past videos or whatever, you can go to ptkradio.com or you can subscribe on YouTube. We put all these videos on YouTube. Just search Primetime Kitchen. Wheezing is a sign.
Of strength, vitality.
Death.
Now, do you want me to remain those potatoes in the, do you want them to be in the, do you want me to take them out and plate them, or do you want them just to be in the ramekin?
I want them to be in the ramekin.
Okay.
How adorable is that ramekin? Okay, so what flavor does that cilantro give?
This is not cilantro. This is flat leaf parsley.
Okay, see, I was wrong. How cute is that?
So guys, what we have here is our steak Diane for Dad. This is our steak Diane sauce with butter braised carrots, a little fresh thyme. This is an easy sauce to make. It really is. You saw us do the entire thing right here. You get that resin beer. So the most expensive part of this dish, of course, is the steak. And you can see, even though we seared it, and look at that, it's perfect medium rare. It's perfect. I mean, you don't have any problem with me getting that right. So this dish is going to make Dad very happy. And again, if you wanted to put another piece of steak all the way over, make it across there and have the entire steak. This is Tori's dish. She's going to be eating this tonight. So yeah, before Father's Day, so you guys can go out and buy everything you need. Chances are you have a lot of this already in-house. Butter, flour, Worcestershire, salt, pepper. You know, mushrooms are inexpensive. Carrots are inexpensive. You're going to spend a little money on the steak and a little bit on the brandy, but the brandy you can use for other stuff everywhere. So we hope you enjoy this dish. These little cheddar potatoes, this is really something that your dad will really like, guys. So make this for Father's Day. I think you'll enjoy it. And tell him, of course, you got the recipe from us. Go to PTKRadio.com. That has all the other recipes we did, including the fire enchiladas last week. I'm serious. Those chicken enchiladas were bananas. We made our own in-house sauce. We didn't buy canned sauce. And it makes all the difference in the world. Plus plenty of other great recipes that you could use for Father's Day if this one doesn't appeal to you. Tons of cool stuff. So again, that's PTKRadio.com. We want you guys to join us June 24th for the Tapaturi gig. It's our boozy brunch. Like when we end the show here in about 1 minute, just go right to the events page while you're on the page right now and buy your tickets. We're only selling 100. I think we're already at 65 of the events in 2 weeks that will sell out. We have a ton of stuff to give away. A pink Yeti 30 from Wassie's. That's a $300+ cooler.
And a shoe knife.
We have a $100 shoe knife. We're going to have gift certificates from Goldsmith. We're going to have stuff from Porky's Barbecue. Mike Oliver Holmes is going to throw a little thing in. So there's going to be tons of cool stuff, plus games from us. You guys know PTK events are a lot of fun. And live flamenco dancing.
Are you going to do it? Are you going to dance?
I'm not.
Oh.
All you can drink mimosas says there's some very good opportunity for you to see me.
On wine or champagne
It's
is
very feely.
Jimmy gets a little cray.
It's gross. It really is. It's gross. But like and share the video, guys. We really appreciate you tuning in. On behalf of all the guys who listen to us, thanks to the BDMs over on the Tom and Dan side. We love those guys. Happy birthday, Daniel. You're a good man and a great friend. And it's been great knowing you all these years. And hopefully we'll continue to know each other for many, 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 many more years. Tori?
Bye, guys.
We call this good? Thanks to all of our great sponsors, guys. I appreciate you supporting the show. We'll see you next Tuesday right here on How Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.